getting to me today, and there's a couple of reasons why.
Alright, I have no idea.
Why not? I can and I will. Today is my last day here and I need to finish packing and organizing all of my suitcases and organizing some of my old boxes and things that were in storage. My mum and I went through 2 of the boxes and were able to sort out what I'm taking back to Canada and then also other stuff that she will keep. So I'm gonna sit here and start folding some of my clothes and the things that I have in this suitcase. This is like my personal suitcase. This is the stuff that I sort of brought with me from Canada to, you know, exist in the last month here in Australia. And then the other suitcase, the silver one that I showed you in my last video, is for all the extra things that I'm going to be taking back with me. So I'm going to attempt to get myself comfortable and have a little chat to you while I start folding some of my clothes and the things that are going to be in this suitcase. So I actually have 2 commenters, 2 people on my last video who are not saying very nice things about me, and usually I don't get upset or offended by rude comments. It's, you know, water off a duck's back, if you will. It's not something that ever usually bothers me, but these 2 people are actually really getting to me today, and there's a couple of reasons why. The first one being, well, basically they're telling me that I'm a bad consumer, which is a bit of a sore spot for me, and both are saying that I'm a bad consumer, and one of them is telling me that basically it's really bad to move house and move countries and move as much as I do, and they're way off in their comments, and they don't really know what's been going on, and I thought maybe I might let you guys in a little bit and share with you what's been going on. Some of you will know this story. If you've been watching me for a while, then you'll know. But basically, in New Year's Eve 1920, Australia was on fire and we lost our childhood home in those fires. It was completely traumatic. The house that I am in right now is not my childhood home, which hurts a lot, and I apologize if I get upset because this is not where I grew up. And I had a discussion with my mum a couple days ago, and I had to tell her that, like, I love seeing her, but I hate coming home. I hate being here because it is just not the way that it was, but more so because 10 years ago this year, which is crazy, my dad passed away, and it has never been the same since. So I always have a very hard time coming home, and I love seeing my mum, but it's always very hard being here. So I'm already feeling a little bit emotional, so my walls are down, so I'm taking on a lot of other people's energy, and so I've taken on these comments a little more than I probably should have. Anyway, so that's the first reason that this is sort of hurting me a little bit, is that it's very uncomfortable being here, right? For those reasons. The second thing is that I'm a bad consumer. And that was a bit of a sore spot for me because I'm very aware of consumerism. I'm very aware of the effect of everythh that we own on the environment. And in the last couple of years, I've found myself in, oh my goodness, my nose is running. Ugh. And in the last couple of years, I have found myself dialing back on things that I enjoy, particularly arts and crafts hobbies. I have picked them back up in the last year because I had to have a conversation with myself that it's okay to buy a paint by numbers and do it because it's fun. I got to a point where I was just feeling really, really guilty about doing anything or having anything that wasn't absolutely 100% a necessity in life because it's bad for the environment and it's just bad. Like, big keyword, bad. So with that, these comments are obviously very hurtful. The thing that I wanted to explain was we lost everything in the fires, and so when I moved to Canada, I decided to give my mum everything that I own. She has all of my furniture, like these chest of drawers, the desk, the couch that's out there, my bed that's in the spare room. She has all of my stuff, and it's because she had nothing. I didn't ship any furniture or any of that stuff to Canada because my mum needed it. That's the first reason as to why I purchased all new furniture in Canada. The second thing, with all of the clothes and the home decor and everything that I still have here, I didn't throw it out. I didn't get rid of it because I want it, and I want it long term, and I didn't really feel like shipping everything over in the middle of the pandemic, especially when I didn't have a house at that time. I was going over to Canada to find a place. Anyway, so now that I'm back and I have a whole empty suitcase, I did that in order to be able to take stuff back with me that I've been wanting to have in Canada but didn't have the room in the first 2 suitcases. Because the thing that I just kind of want to yell at these people is, like, you do realize that your whole life doesn't fit in 2 suitcases. You can have a go at me and tell me I'm a bad consumer, but your life doesn't fit into suitcases. It's just, that's not how it works. So my thought process behind this was, instead of shipping everything over in the middle of the pandemic when I didn't have a house and I didn't know where I was going to ship stuff to, I was like, let's just leave it until I go back to Australia, and then I can sort through it and figure out what I want to take back. And I'm probably still not going to ship anything. I think most things my mom has found very useful. I'm not throwing things away. I'm not, like, I've avoided purchasing things in Canada because I knew I had them in Australia, right? So I'm not just re-consuming everything just because, you know, whatever. There's reasons behind why I do all of this stuff. The other thing that I do, and I think these people completely skipped over in my last video, was that I mentioned multiple clothing items that I have owned for, I think one of them was 5 years old, another one was 7. I have another pair of shoes that's like 7 years old. I actually found another skirt the other day that's from 2015. These are items of clothing that I will keep wearing, and when I try, and I'm not perfect, nobody's perfect, but when I try to purchase clothing items, I try to buy things that I am going to use year on year on year. I'm not out here doing $500 Shein hauls and then getting rid of it all. I try to purchase things that I want to keep using as the years come. However, there are times I do purchase fast fashion. For example, this skirt here is actually from Shein, but it's actually one of their better quality pieces. I've worn this many times, and this is something that I will probably keep in my wardrobe the same way that I have these pants that were 10 times the price, and these are from Aritzia. Anyway, so I purchase stuff from different places. The way that I choose to spend my money and try to purchase things is by thoroughly thinking it out, thinking like, is this something that I really, really, really want? Is this something I'm gonna keep using? Is it something that's gonna be able to be used year on year on year? And that is how I try to consume these days. Because as I said, I went through a very big phase the last couple of years of starting to feel extremely guilty for existing and doing anything in life. And now I do try to make conscious decisions where I can, but nobody's perfect. These people who are telling me I'm a bad consumer, they're not exempt from having an impact on the environment. Everybody has an impact on the environment. Everything we use, the fact that you're watching this on a computer using the internet, you know, it has an impact. So we are not exempt, but I try to do things where I can. If we're going to talk specifically about internet, this is why I recently purchased a clothing rack in Canada, because I don't like using the dryer. Not only does a dryer damage your clothes so that they don't last as long, which means then you need to keep purchasing them, but also it uses a lot of electricity, and air drying clothes is much better for them. So that is one way that I like to contribute to trying to have a more positive impact on consumerism and the environment. Maybe you don't have that option. Maybe drying clothes in the dryer is the only way that you can do things, and that is okay too. I don't think people should be out here having a go at other people when they don't really know the reasons behind why people do things, or they don't understand what that person's going through. Yeah, that's a little update as to what I'm doing. I didn't ship stuff over the first time because it just didn't make sense to. I didn't have a house to ship them to. And I'm now back, and I'm now sorting through things and giving my mum some more things because she had nothing. And I'm also going to be taking stuff back with me because I didn't want to repurchase them, and I wanted to use the stuff that I already owned. And that's also a bit more of an insight into the way that I try to purchase my clothes and my shoes.
Not gonna lie, I feel a little bit better now that I've like got that off my chest and sort of explained why I'm just a little bit upset today. I wish I were a fortress of steel, to be honest, and that no one ever affected me like that, but I'm human. It's not how this works. Anyway, enough about all of that sort of stuff. I need to start packing because I am running out of day and I need to get things sorted. So I'm gonna pack this suitcase, and then, oh, right, also, so many of you gave me so many amazing tips for fitting more in a suitcase, which is fantastic, but the problem that I have is more the weight and not so much the space issue, so I have to be careful and make sure that it doesn't weigh too much. I've got the scales out so I can try and figure that out. We're gonna get packing, get everything sorted, and I need to get my hair done. It looks really bad. Oh, also, if you are not someone who likes moving, I wouldn't recommend watching my videos. I love moving. I love immersing myself into different cities and understanding what it's like to live there. I'm gonna move again. I might even move countries again. I don't know where I'm gonna end up, but I'm not settling down anytime soon. So if that's not for you, I would advise against being on this channel, you know?
making some progress. This suitcase is my main suitcase that has all of the clothes and stuff I will wear when I'm back in Melbourne next week. This pile of clothes is actually going into my carry-on because I'm going to Sydney for a couple of days to see family and I'm only taking a carry-on. So this is where now my packing gets complicated because I have to split everything up. This little bag I've been using for like my electronic things. I have used packing cubes before, but I don't really like them, but I did keep this one packing cube to do that. This is my tub of clothes that I'm gonna leave here. Some of this I will pick up the next time I come home. Other stuff I will just leave here as like farm clothes. Today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace is an online platform where you can create websites, blogs, and e-commerce stores, and it is the platform that I have used to create my online store, The Inventory, which has planners, both physical and digital. I'll have a link to it in the description. But if you are looking to create a website, a blog, or an e-commerce store like I have, then I would recommend looking at Squarespace, as they have a whole range of templates to choose from to get you started. You also have the ability to connect to all of your social media accounts to make cross-promoting across the various platforms really easy. There's also a range of third-party apps that you can connect to for shipping, accounting, inventory tracking, everything to make running your business a whole lot easier. They also have a great range of analytics where you can see where your traffic is coming from and what products are performing the best, and that way you can make more informed decisions about the future of your business. So if you are looking to start a website, then head to squarespace.com and use my code or click the link in the description to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this before, but I grew up in the country in the middle of nowhere and it's absolutely beautiful. But it means wearing a lot of like older sort of clothes. This has stains on it. I think there's one here. It's not my good clothing. I've tried to make it look nice with like a necklace and some earrings to like dress it up a little bit. But these are the clothes that I don't care if I wear outside when I'm in the shed or doing things and I get mud and dirt on them, because that's just kind of country life. So that's why I have decided to leave some clothes here so that when I do come back to visit, I don't have to pack extra clothes to wear around here. I can just leave them here and then get them out whenever I come stay. I'm a little bit stuck. It's also getting really dark today. It's the most dark, rainy, gloomy day that there is out there today, but I'm stuck because I've basically got everything that I want to take back to Canada with me in my suitcases, but I still have so much space. So it isn't really a space issue, it's more the weight of the bags. So I'm gonna have to zip everything up and actually weigh them. I just popped on a load of washing so that I could clean the last few things that I have, but I don't really know what to do next. I'm gonna wash my hair tonight because it is so greasy, so I can't really pack up that part of my toiletries until tomorrow morning. I've picked out an outfit for me to wear on the plane tomorrow, which is, as usual, gym leggings and a tank top, because this is all I usually wear now. Thanks, pandemic, for showing me how comfortable gym clothing is and how uncomfortable jeans are. Anyway, so this is where I'm at. I still need to fix the little suitcase more, but that also needs to have like my makeup and my toiletries in it. I've taken the things out of my little suitcase, which include neck pillow for big plane flights, and then also this like blanket that I take with me. Even in summer, I take it with me because planes are freezing. So I've got that in there. I also put my books in there too. Pretty much done, but see what I mean by space? Like there's all this extra space in between these gaps and everything. So yeah, I don't know. We're just gonna have to see where we're at with the weight of everything. I'm gonna fold all of my clothes that I took out of storage. And so many people said to take yay, it does have a zipper, to take the pillowcase off and just take the case, which makes so much sense, obviously. I just didn't think about it because I didn't think that it had a zipper on the back, but it does. So I guess that does make things very easy if I just take this one. But also, to be honest, at the same token, I really don't want to buy another cushion. I don't even know what size this is. It's probably pretty similar to the size that I already have. I do need to cut some of these threads off. I'm just gonna take the whole cushion as is, because why not? I can and I will. I actually have so much space
in these suitcases. So I'm not sure if I should get any more, or maybe try and see how heavy they are, but I've basically squished a bunch of clothes in and around my vases and stuff that are breakable. Like there's this one. I've been thinking about this one for so long. They now have this in white at H&M, but I got it in green a couple of years ago and I love it. So I wanted to bring that back. I also have this really cute vase I got from Target. I have another Target candle. This whole thing, which has a glass vase to it, is from Target as well. And then I got a little clock for my bedside table. So I'm really happy about that. And there's another little candle in here somewhere. So I'm just trying to fit in as much as I can, but there seems to be a lot of excess space. I don't even know what to put in here. I also want to take this frame back because wooden frames are really hard to come by in Canada and they're also very expensive. So I want to take that back, put it on my wall. And then I don't really know what else. Oh, you know what? There's a couple of coffee mugs I do want. At this point, I've got some room to play with. This is only 18 kilos and I have up to 23 kilos. So I still have 5 kilos I can fit in this suitcase. And I really don't think the other suitcase is gonna be that heavy. Now I get to go and pick out some more things that I wanna take back with me. I found a few more items. This is a mirror that I got from H&M years ago, like 5-6 years ago maybe. And I love it. I love this candle holder from H&M as well. It's one of my favorites. I also have my big Dior book. This is heavy, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to take this one. But I did find a couple of these little Kmart books that I love. And then I also have this incredible gold and white ginger jar that I got a couple of years ago. It's got like sentimental value to me. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to fit that in, but I guess we could give that a go. The Dior book will have to go in the other suitcase. I can't fit the ginger jar in here. It might fit in the other suitcase, but basically everything's all packed in. Just weighed it. It is 26 kilos, which means it's 3 kilos too heavy. So I'm going to have to take some stuff out and let some things go, which makes me sad. All right, I have no idea what I'm gonna take out of here. I probably should get rid of the books. That would make the most sense, right? But I'm gonna think about it. I have the rest of tonight to figure it out. I'm gonna go outside and have a break. Let's go have a look at the gardens. I haven't shown you guys the gardens yet. This is out in the back deck area. It's so pretty. There's so many trees and things now. My mum's actually just been putting all of these plants up here on this new rack she had built for her. But it's super pretty out here.